All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so we are in part 3 of my Metal Gear Solid Substance. This is Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, the Substance Edition on the PS3. This is the HD collection. And we've just defeated Olga Gurlukovich, who's apparently holding, what's his name? Sergei Gurlukovich's grandchild. And she refuses to leave the unit because it's a country of liberty, blah, blah, blah. So we're on a mission. We're on a mission. So Olga was just in the way. We're on a mission. We now have, by the way, from Olga, we received ourselves a USP. And I wonder what Otacon might have to say about this. With this USP, it is actual ammo. It's going to like shoot to kill kind of a gun. Previously, we just had the M9. And the M9 was a single load tranquilizer gun. A bit of a pain in the ass, for OSP operations, on-site procurement. But hey, it got the job done, and now we've got our USP, so we can actually shoot to kill and also cause some destruction. Let's find out what Otacon has to say.
This is the bridge, but it's not just a place where you steer the ship. In a modern tanker, navigational, engine control, communication, and all other major operational functions are consolidated in the bridge. The ship is autopiloted via a global positioning satellite system. This is a precision instrument we're talking about here, so it's probably best to leave it alone.
Yeah, let's not touch anything. I mean, Snake's a bit of a meathead. He's very knowledgeable about military strategies and such, but he doesn't know anything about steering a ship.
Hey, Snake, you found a handgun.
It's a decent one. USP.
The USP fires real bullets, not the knockout rounds the M9 uses. You know that, right? The USP isn't equipped with a suppressor either. If you fire it when there are enemies nearby, they'll probably hear it. Keep that in mind. Having the USP will make combat easier, but being undetected is still the best way to go, okay?
And I am still a stealthy motherfucker. I have not even been spotted. They don't even know I'm here. I took out Olga, and they still don't even know I'm here. But until I find that silencer for the USP, we're going to stick with the M9. We need to do a full reload. What's up with that? Look at that. Oh, I'm totally out. That was foolish. Yeah, just go and blow all your ammo. Was there some USP ammo out here? I bet there was. One of the things about these older games is that a lot of times you can you can backtrack a little bit, get more ammo, and then you don't have to worry about, because they'll respawn. So you can, oh no. The rations did not respawn. Olga is gone. She disappeared while we were saving. There was no ammo up here. Was there ammo over here? I thought there was a locker. Oh, that guy's still asleep. I'll bet he's going to wake up while we're here. You can tell usually if they're going to wake up because they will do a thing where these Z's will be more spaced out. So it'll seem like they kind of let you know. Oh, he's about to wake up, kind of a thing. He's been out for a while. If you shake him, he'll wake up even faster. There's so many little subtleties. It creates this playground of mechanics that you can really have a lot of fun with. So I have no ammo because I blew it. Because I thought it said I had 3 shots. I thought that was like in the clip, but I wasn't thinking because the M9 is a single shot thing. So now, it just creates an extra challenge. That's all. Huh. Particularly difficult. I am going to have a hard time with this, guys. Because there is if you're watching the radar like I am, there's a radar that's watching me. There's a dude in there. So either I pull some crazy ass stunt like dive and then duck under that table, or I go up and try to take out that guy in the upper, like above me in the next hallway over. But there's a chance, if I try to do the dive here, there's a chance that guy's going to spot me. I have no ammo with my M9 because I was foolish. I promised you a masterful playthrough, and here I am doing some foolish stuff. Now, he takes a minute, so there is a chance. He doesn't look all the way around the corner. There's a chance if I go now, but he spins around. Look at how fast he spins around. That's not going to happen, dudes. This is our only option. We have to wait until the both camera and that guy are looking away. Now. Nope, he would have seen us, see? What about now? Nope, he would have seen us, see? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What if I could use a distraction? Do I have anything? I could throw a magazine. Ooh, I like where this is going. Watch this. Wait, did he see me this way? He saw me throw it. Get out of here. Get out of there. Abort mission. Damn it, if I just had one round. If I had one round of M9 ammo, this would not be a problem. Oh, you know what I got? Chaff. Chaff grenade. Chaff grenade's going to wipe out that. It's going to silence that camera. But it's also... I think it might alert that soldier too. We're going to find out. Oh. Ooh. Interesting. Go on. GTFO, man. GTFO. Masterful. I promised you guys a good show. I promised you a good fucking show. You're getting it. There is an awesome feeling when you pull off something like that. I knew this guy was going to do this. He comes in here. He looks around. All right. Now what I got to do is get up. There's a couple of ways to handle this. I think what I'm going to try to do, though, is just wait for him to walk by. Oh, you know what? I'm going to choke him out. Because he might have ammo. And I need M9 ammo. Will he see my shadow, though? This is tricky. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, buddy. Choke him out. Alas, he did not survive. I could have held him up. That one. I could have held him up. He's dead. Look, no Z's. And that means also, sometimes when you do this, they'll drop ammo, but I guess, okay, I could have done that a bit more strategically. This little room at the end of this hallway is just cherry, by the way. Like, aside from it being blocked off so you can't go down the stairs, which he's fucking solid snake. You'd think that he could just pick up one of these boxes, move it, or like slide one out of the way and go downstairs. But no, blocked off. Just fun design. Just fun design. Okay, let's sneaky. Stealth games are my favorite, by the way. I am an old man, and I don't like Twitch action. I like outsmarting AI. Ghost of Tsushima was one of my favorites last year for that very reason, because you can play it all ninja-like. Okay, so we've got a few options here. We are trying to get to the lower deck. I'm trying to think of where this silencer is. I believe the silencer is over here. In this, going this route, by the way, there is a chance that guy is going to spot me if I am not careful. So I am going to wait and play this very, very sneaky. Getting closer. All right, getting closer. This time I'm going to be even closer. Should I choke him out or should I hold up? Hold up is a little less. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. It kind of pauses when you do that. Now, I don't have any ammo, but I can still hold him up. He doesn't know that I don't have any ammo. If I hold him up, oh, it's too risky. I don't want to do any holdups because the last time I did some holdups, the guy like just took me out. So I'm going to try to choke him out. Oh, I almost walked right into him. Dudes, I don't know any other way to say this except like you are getting your money's worth. Like USP ammo, no alerts. Oh man, I'm good. Okay. I know what's over here, by the way. Did I even use any rations during my fight with... I didn't even use it. With Olga? So rations are full, baby. I thought, though... I thought the USP silencer was in that locker where I just stuffed that dude, and it is not. Which makes me think... It makes me think. Oh, I know what to do, dudes. So I need to get to the lower deck, and I do not want to go down the stairs the way that I came up, because there are 2 guards sitting on the stairs down there. I need to go outside and around. Or, what am I talking about? I could just take this guy out. Usually, like, they make the consequence pretty drastic. Is he going to see shadow? Okay, no. There's no light right there. And also, he does not stop. He does not stop. So yeah, I am not going to risk it. I'm going to go outside. Yep. Yep. This is a strategy. I think this is unlocked. Oh shit, it's not. Okay. Got to modify my plan. I know a lot of you are like, well, why don't you just punch that guy? Well, because I promised you that I would try to not get spotted. So I'm feeling a lot of tension right now. And I learned my lesson from my last playthrough that you didn't see, where I got spotted a bunch of times. Now I think this door is unlocked, but what you're going to find is, now watch, we'll just take a peek. We'll take a peek. Because I want you to know, you know, I'm not crying wolf here. There's a couple of dudes sitting on the stairs, if I remember correctly. They are not sitting on the stairs. Oh my god, that guy is about to walk right up on me. This is the way to go then. Okay. I don't need to go out, and I don't need to go to the lower level. Well, I mean, I got to get to the lower level, but I can just go this way. Now, he is going to walk by, and I swear I don't know how he didn't see me. I need to go down to where he's standing now. And I believe there's another guy down there as well in this lobby that I really hope doesn't see me. Oh, he's not there. Okay, cool. So they move everybody around a little bit. It keeps it interesting. All right, things are going good. Things are going good. I got a real good feeling here. Now I got some stun grenades. The problem with stun grenades is that if you use one, it does pretty much alert everybody else. By the way, I hope that my microphone is not just coming through the right ear. I'm going to rotate it so we get a little bit more of a... It's an omnidirectional mic, and somebody was saying, yo, I can only hear you through your right ear. So hopefully this is...
Raven.
Okay. Oh, Vulcan Raven. You guys remember this dude? Giant and shaman. Master of the ear pull. Oh, check it out. It's just a little statue of him. Aww. I think that's the actual model from the PS1 game. Maybe, but with more polys. Yeah. Oh, no. Because his shoulders, rigid body. I would love to see like a high-res model of Vulcan Raven. He never came back. There's all this rumor right now of a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. That's why I wanted to do that. Oh, look. I don't want to leave the dudes out of the sexualized posters. Oh, shit. Who's that guy? So what's kind of neat is you can actually, like, shoot this thing. Oh, I can't do it because I don't have any M9 ammo. But if you actually do shoot this thing, he starts like firing off little pellet rounds. It's kind of funny. Kind of a little Easter egg. So I am going to... I'm wondering if I should keep like some stun grenades on hand just in case. Like if I get spotted... Oh shit, grab this guy. Watch this. In the future ones, you can interrogate them, and they'll tell you, like, where are the others? And then they'll, like, mark them on your map. It's kind of neato. Mosquito. But back in these older ones, you just choke them out. Keep them locked up. So it's kind of fun if you can... What I used to do, because I played this obsessively. So what I used to do is sometimes I would just, like, go through and try to take out everybody. There's another trick that you can do here where you can land on his head. I'm going to see if I can do it. It'll knock him out if you can land on his head. But then I don't have any ammo, so the knockout, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea because the knockout doesn't last as long as the tranquilizer dart. See, if I had even a few rounds in here, I really flubbed it when I just blew my 3 rounds of M9 ammo. I'm just going to go around him. Hopefully he won't even know that I'm here. I love this stuff, by the way. Just sneaking around while soldiers are on patrol. My favorite kind of game. And nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. I don't know how that song is. This is a James Bond song. Okay. I am going to take this guy out. But I have to formulate a strategy that doesn't involve... Like, I need to choke him out is what I need. And this is going to take crackerjack timing. Hey! Ah! Damn, I'm good. Some would say because I'm just playing it, so careful. I'm going to hide him in the dark because, let's say, if I accidentally pick up a patrol or something, or somebody notices him, that could go real bad for me if they find the body. Okay, is that M9 ammo? That would be super handy. I hope that doesn't make noise. It does. Oh, there's also that chance that guy could see you. I bet I could take him out from here, though. Yes. Nice. Now that I have M9 ammo, that's 14 more exploits I can do. Ooh, I think I can get a headshot on this guy from around the corner. Oh, shit. He turned just as I shot. Boom. Is there somebody coming? I see a... Oh, that's me moving on the map. So you don't just get a Metal Gear playthrough. A little bit of comedy with this one. All right. Yeah, as you watch me like try to figure out how the hell the map works. Okay. So where we're going now, first of all, I saw some rations. We don't need them over here to the right. But if you're not as stealthy as me, and let's say you've gotten spotted a few times, you probably want to pick that up. By the way, if you leave your rations on, then if you take damage, you won't die. If you have rations, it'll auto-fill them. So you see how on the map, you can kind of see it's faded. That means there's a dude above us. You can kind of see his flashlight just ever so briefly up there. There are also a few hidden things in this room. Don't know if I remember where they are. But because... Oh my god, somebody's coming. Oh shit. Yeah, how did he see me? What happened? I don't even know how he saw me. but he's already lost interest. Okay. You know, just for good measure, let's put another one in this guy, right in the eye socket. And let's go up to the upper levels and see if we can't maybe trank a couple more guys from up here, because it would save us a little bit of a headache if we had one less soldier like that. See that? Boom. Okay. Now he's not going to be a problem. The trickiest part about this particular room is that you've got some guys that are on the upper levels and some guys that are, like, there's a guy up there too, right? You see him? Oh, sorry, the camera's wobbly. I don't mean to make you dizzy. But he's up there, and he might spot you as you're going up the ladder. So, or the stairs there. So I'm going to try to just take him out from a distance. You can see his light over there. And I know that there's another guy. Oh, I guess if you shoot him in the kidney, they go down right away too. And there's this guy down at the end. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. There's something over here. I saw it. More USP ammo. This is a good spot to drop down if you wanted to take out that guy sometimes when he's walking up. But since we shot him from way across the way, it's no problemo for us. A couple of layers here. There is a, I believe this is a grenade. Is this a grenade? It's a grenade. Grenades, pretty loud. You don't want to use those if you're trying to be stealthy. What am I trying to do? This is a good hiding spot if you do get spotted under here, by the way. And that's what exactly what this is for, specifically. And I believe, where is that? There's some girly posters in here that I don't remember where they are. Oh, up there. See it? Let's switch to camera. There we go. I think you get a trophy if you spot all of these. Anyway, there's a bunch of them. Alright, let's see what we got. A lot of guys that are knocked out, and you want to move a little bit fast because if you take too long, they will wake up. This is going to open up that passage from the other stairwell. And these guys, I believe he does go through and investigate the room. Oh, he's probably going to spot that guy's body. Oh, is that going to set off an alert? Yeah, he's not coming in here. Oh, he is coming in here. Is he? He is coming in here. Yep. Okay, don't move. Don't make a frickin' sound. Shh. Oh shit, oh shit. The controller starts vibrating to the heartbeat too. I think I gotta take him out, or he's gonna find that other guy, his body, and he's gonna wake him up, and that's gonna cause an alert. So I believe I have to...
Freeze.
There we go. Don't fuck around with this guy. Sometimes you can tell if they're really brave, they will start to shake, or you'll see their hands move kind of slowly. And it looked like he was going to do that. But I shoot first and ask questions later. These guys are dangerous. Okay, now, big question. Where the hell is the silencer? Somebody that's watching right now is like, oh, you don't know? I thought you were good at this. Yeah. It's been 10 years. If I recall correctly, let me double check with Otacon. Maybe he knows a thing or two. Come on, Otacon.
See those lockers? That's a good place to hide yourself if you're in a pinch. Push the action button near the locker to open the door. Walk into it for a quick concealment.
I already know how to
Push
use a
the action
freaking
button
locker,
once
man.
more
Come
to
on.
Get out of the locker. You can see out from the slit in the door.
Yep.
Make sure you check the area using first-person view before you go out. You can also hide enemies you've knocked out in the locker. Just open the locker, then drag the body to the locker.
Yeah. We know this. But what you're not telling me about, what you're not talking about,
If you
is
open
this
the
frickin'
locker,
these
you can use the
explosives.
door as a cover during an exchange of...
Oh, I didn't know that. So check this out. Okay, so the thing that he's not talking about that I know about is that, look, that's a lot of Semtex. See? There we go. Don't run in there.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place.
Yeah.
If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through.
What is it?
Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
So that's really handy because essentially it's a different cutscene depending on what you have. So if you don't yet have the USP, you're going to get a different cutscene there. So we've got the USP. It's going to be loud. Hopefully it won't set off an alarm. But everybody's knocked out. Okay, we're good. That's one. What about the thermals? The thermals show we are dangerously close. Okay. Oh, this is very, very careful shooting here. Is that the box? I'm gonna have to use the camera. Again, dudes, been a long time. Been a long time since I rock and roll home. This, I believe that's the box. You see it? Yeah. In fact, I'm just gonna take a risk. I'm gonna shoot that thing, see what happens. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay, that's 2 down. Is that all of them? And that is not all of them. Oh yeah. I think there's one that you've got to be like up here. You know what? Just to make sure that this guy, by the way, if you put a guy in a locker, they're less likely to wake up. I've never seen a guy climb out of a locker if he's asleep. I don't think that happens. So from up here, I think you get a view. Yeah, I see it. This is just because I'm old pro, you know? Old pro. Still got it. So that's 3. Are there more? That's all of them. Look. No more infrared. All right. Let's cruise. Deck 2 port. Port side.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant.
This area
Continue manning your posts until that time.
gets a little tricky because it is dark. I think it might be a good idea to keep my thermals on because I think... No, I can't see anything else. But I think that soldiers... You'll see soldiers coming up. You gotta watch your radar too. But you'll see soldiers coming up from the distance. Get some of that USP ammo. Like through here. And I tend to inch through here because I'm pretty sure that, like, see? There he is. He's coming. Yep. I wonder if I could just shoot him. my god. I can't see where I'm aiming. I am not going to waste another shot. Oh, he's out. Okay, cool. So be careful. Very careful with that guy. He's a sneaky motherfucker. And we're going to move the body just to be sure. I never realized how sparse they are with the M9 ammo. But 4 shots is playing it on the edge. And here's a guy coming around the corner. Did you see him in the sonar? Or the... Oh, he's listening to music. Let's take him out. Oh, come on, man. I got plenty of... I got plenty of USP ammo. It's not what I need. Nothing to report. Okay, I'm not going to bother trying to hide this guy's body. There's no lockers down here. And I don't think that you can go through here. There's... No. No, you cannot. Oh. I can see a guy. Is he sleeping? Oh my god, I got 1 shot left. I am going to get closer before I take the shot. Why does it look like there's a red dot in this room? Something on the radar, maybe. I'm going to go for a body shot to make sure that I hit him. Is he going to walk through here? No. That was my last M9 shot. Let's see if the tranquilizer knocks him out. He might be the last guy. If he's the last guy, then I can use my USP. It won't matter if it's loud. But he is sleeping. I'm just gonna pop out and hold him up. Watch. Oh shit. Did I get spotted? I'm totally spotted. Let's run for it. Shit, go! I cheesed it. Because I ran out of M9 ammo. I should have grabbed him. Look. Alert's done. More USP ammo? Really? Oh, here we go. Here we go. M9. I like how Snake says M9. It's not an M9. It's an M9. Okay, so through here... I don't remember. It's tricky because you're looking at... You can't look up ahead of yourself. You have to look kind of behind, which is tricky. If somebody pops out, I'm screwed. If I recall, I've been in many gunfights down here. Many, many gunfights. But I don't remember if it's required or if it's just because I didn't do too well. Oh yeah, got a cutscene here. I remember. Such an iconic gun, that SOCOM. Or the flashlight underneath like he had in the first one. Is the USP a SOCOM? Somebody out there knows.
seal the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence. Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I think I definitely have to take these guys out. And I think there's like a wave of them, basically.
Who goes there?
Yeah, see. No, don't do that. So this is where you would do this, to pop out. But you're going to waste a lot of ammo doing that. So I found sometimes it's best to just go to first person view. He's done. You want to try to get some headshots. Oh, you're going for the lights? I was going to go for the lights. Ah. Right in the crotch. If you shoot their leg, they will limp. Oh, he ducked just under it. Jerk. I have a lot of health. And a lot of rations, too, so I should be good. They just walk right into that one. Nice strategy, Dingleberry. Okay, the only reason they spotted me is because it's required, okay? It's part of the... It's a required cutscene, okay? Otherwise, they would have never even known I was on this ship. I don't think I'll be so stealthy with Raiden, though.
Who goes there?
So he let me in.
Oh, Shalashaska.
Yeah, lets his guard down. Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Cold-blooded, man. See, I have a bit of a problem with this. Later, in some of the later games, they kind of expect you to sympathize a little bit with Ocelot, but dude's a cold-blooded murderer, man. Nothing redeemable about this fucking guy. Even if they were the bad guys.
You soon, comrade.
Still cold-blooded. I mean, they were supposed to be allies. But clearly, Ocelot is going to betray Gerlugovich. I mean, we got some, like, tension setups here.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
Yeah,
It's
buddy.
taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, so a couple of things. The technology didn't exist for a shot like that. Before, you couldn't have
Snake,
multiple
let's go
faces
over
on
this one
different
more
soldiers
time.
like that.
Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
What, they can't Photoshop?
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
See, he's kind of a meathead.
Sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
All right, so this part is, there's usually not any real combat. In fact, I think if you get spotted, it's just game over? Pretty sure. So what you want to do is sneak past this entire crowd, but they're going to be moving and like looking around. I know a few, got a few tricks up my sleeve though. Everybody's looking forward, so I can probably get through here.
So do a number of rogue states. They are all working
How would that guy not see me?
Metal Gear Force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
There's a underground tunnel over here too. If you didn't know about it, this will save you some time.
Forces of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of raid. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
There are multiple paths though.
A lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air baggage. Not to mention interference with major players. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think they are.
Like right under your feet.
This
don't
weapon will
think...
render all other Metal Gears obsolete.
Yeah, the first room is
Setting up their own Metal Gear
fairly
will think
straightforward.
Twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military
Not very
dominance
risky
left out.
going this way. I'm going to try to take the safest routes where possible.
The shift in the balance of power will mean a new world order. We, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs.
Now, this I don't get. Why would they not see you? How could they not see you?
Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development. It cannot be. It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and save it just to be sure. Because I haven't been spotted yet. Well, there was the one guy.
Time to save?
But I haven't really been in any firefights yet, so got a pretty good rating going here. Also, I want to see how many minutes I'm at. Okay, so...
Another Chinese proverb.
Oh, yeah, he's got
Those
some
who look to the
proverbs
heavens
for me.
prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... Hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things.
What does that mean?
Remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that, and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
That's not true.
Earnings?
A lot of my friends had ripped jeans. I don't know what you're talking about, Otacon. Maybe it's different in Japan.
Snake, the tanker's holds are divided into 3 separate blocks.
Okay, and I'm past
Metal
one.
Gear is in the farthest hold. You need to head north.
All right,
You
I
know
think I
the
still got
number you're
6
up against.
minutes.
If you're spotted, there's no winning that fight.
Right.
You have to stay out of their sight, okay?
Yeah. Don't get spotted.
Our own
Okay.
project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
In this one, they switch, so they actually look around a little bit more. It gets progressively more challenging.
And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
I don't remember where the next thing is. I know there's like another path underground.
Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
Oh, it's right here.
Right.
Great. Okay, cool. Cool.
Left.
I think, gosh, like I said, it's been about 10 years. So I don't remember if there's another path under them in the next room. But the next room has the Metal Gear in it. Oh, shit. Do not go.
Move on. Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater.
So sometimes they'll even look down.
It's landing on any
And if you're
shore.
passing under, right at that moment, they will spot you. When he was saying, look left, look right, sometimes he'll tell them,
Information distribution system.
look down.
On the air and tankers. Takes them out. Master fire.
Easy peasy.
It's yours to guard.
We got this. Dudes, we're so close. Look, you can see the silhouette of the thing. Is that it? Yeah. We're looking at the silhouette of the Metal Gear Ray. What a great preview. Have I ever gone this way? I don't even remember.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
I don't remember this. I don't think I've ever come from underneath like this. No, I haven't. That's neat. Cool.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. This is the Ray model. There was a 3A Toys
George
model
Sears surrendered his presidency
of the
in aftermath of
Rex.
Shadow Moses. The official
Oh, you got to look it up, man. I wish so bad I would have picked it up. I think when it came out, it was only a few $100. Now it's like, oh, I'm not going to pay
You will have heard rumors that
$1,500 for a model. Maybe if my YouTube videos pick up, use that ad revenue. Watch this video a few more times so that I can get more ad revenue and buy myself a 3A model. I think they did one for Ray as well. I can't be sure about that though. I went through a minimalist phase. where I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy any toys. I didn't buy any physical video games. Everything was digital. I kind of regret that. Because now some of those old games are like collectible. Okay, so we've got to take a picture of... This is one of the ones we got to get.
This theory is correct.
Yeah, I see. I made that noise.
This opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupt...
You cannot start a fight with this guy.
That is our mission.
But how do you get around him? I don't remember. Oh, man. I might be in trouble. Is there a way around here?
This turned out to be longer than expected.
Okay.
At ease. Rest a little.
There is a way to sneak, to move a little slower, so I think you'll make less noise. He looks like he's... Okay, so they're all looking around right now. It's not a good time to move. I'm going to wait until he's got their attention. Okay. And then...
It is an undeniable fact that there is a force at work in our government and within the military.
I can't get past him.
To control national affairs.
There's no way.
Its own interests. Metal Gear Raid bears the burden.
How in the heck am I supposed to do this?
Thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path.
All right, I'm going to choke him out. I'm going to have to.
We have intelligence
can't.
that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship.
Maybe Otacon has an idea.
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
I'm kind of trapped here. I wonder if I can... Can I knock this guy
I'll
out?
explain how to use the camera.
I don't need to know how to use the camera. What I need to know is how to get past this dude. He's not going to know.
Once you've got the photos...
Yeah. Okay. You're no help, Otacon.
To the left.
Faked out. I was totally panicked there. Okay, maybe I could throw a magazine.
Intruder in the back.
This guy isn't even paying attention.
To the left.
I swear, if I walk by him,
Intruder in the back.
I don't know what to do, guys. I feel like...
Happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
Oh my god. Oh, my heart is pounding right now.
This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight.
Now I know.
Proliferation and
I know for a fact that I need a shot from here.
technology are about to render agreement
That's 2.
obsolete.
And by the way, that's the station where you have to upload the photos.
Exploit this disturbance
But I might as well get them all.
for their own power and influence.
I need one from the straight on.
The human
For some
race is
reason,
about to slide back into the endless
the speaker has no idea that I'm back
of
here.
the last century.
He's looking right at me.
And we cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
Nobody notices me just walking around in the crowd.
This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray
I think that's the
will be
last of
unmanned,
them. I got 43
driven by
seconds.
tele-existence and an autonomous control system.
Trying to move slow.
The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and
I think this is the
RNA
computer.
analysis
Yeah, this is the one. All right. We send Otacon the photos, and mission complete. MGX. I wonder if there's stuff hidden in there, in all that code. Is he guessing at the code? Police knots. Scott. Sensibly programmed image telegraph engine. Sprite. Great graphic design. Look at that.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake?
Har har. Yeah, I got a
First
few.
image is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. The next image is... It needs to be a little more clear. What we need is top-notch quality here.
Mm-hmm.
The next
got some more.
image is... Sorry, but this doesn't work. I hate
He
to
goes
ask,
through.
but can you try again?
He goes through all your
The
photos.
next one's... This is
Hey.
great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. What's next?
He took the time to
Okay,
animate a
that's good.
sprite of
The shot
himself.
from the right is in the bag. So, what's the last one gonna be? Okay, this works. It's a great front view. Okay.
We have all the photos. Snake, the speech is about to wind up. Forget the photos and get out of there now. Mission complete.
Marines will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear reign. That is all. Dismissed.
I think this is a pretty meaty cutscene. They don't even know they've been infiltrated.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
How dare you?
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Uh-oh. Just got real.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood? This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What an awesome design. I love the
What do
ray.
you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear.
Say
As
what?
I said, I came to take it back.
Double cross. Like you didn't know he was gonna betray you. He does that every time.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
Who?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one. Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Kurlukovich is big on protecting his daughter. So you crossed the line, mofo. Still got it. Even with his new arm.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitors! Dog!
Dude. So rad. He takes the time to do it with style. It's not just cleaning the room. He's got to do it with style. This is Ocelot style.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
There you go. There was a sequence here where you had to escape the tanker while it's flooding, but they didn't have the technology to have the flooding water. I wonder if they would add that. So they just did it as a cutscene. But I wonder if they would add that if they remake this.
Ocelot!
Oh, something's wrong. That's the arm that got sliced off. Liquid.
It's been
This
a
is-
while, brother.
Okay, this is when the game jumps the shark.
You know who I am. Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
Even his voice changes.
You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
It's so unusual. Because he had Liquid's arm attached to his own. When he got it sliced off, now he has his personality in his mind?
The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's arm.
Okay, just go along with it for a little while. Okay, you go along with it for a little while. You start to accept it. It's totally ridiculous, I know. But it grows on you. It's the kind of Kojima weirdness that grows on you as you play the game. Wait till you get to the really weird shit. By the way, best era ever to be a game developer. The PS2 era. Oh. It's perfect. This is one of those games that it'll go down in history. One of the best. What they achieved with so many constraints, it's just unbelievable. The drama, the tension, it's got its problems. I mean, I don't like the top-down camera, you know, but...
You don't have what it takes after all! You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
And think of all the budget they'd have to set aside just to destroy this tanker. Just this sequence alone, this cutscene. Note the camera being very low like this. Through every time you see Ray, it really communicates this enormous size on this thing. And then it's pretty much bulletproof. And you're going to have to take this thing out at some point. It's a great setup. And this is all just the intro, by the way. Again, worm's eye camera showing the immensity of the ray. I wonder who storyboarded this. Yoji Shinkawa did a lot of storyboards for the first Metal Gear, but by this point the team probably tripled or quadrupled in size. So I don't know, they might have had somebody else doing that. And he was art director by this point. Usually art directors aren't going to storyboard cutscenes, but they are responsible for hiring the storyboard artist. What's this? It's like sucking in water. Did you see that? The subtlety. And look at this kind of material. It's almost like it's got a reflectiveness. So it sucks in water to create a laser shot? Also, how is this thing propelling itself? With a metal tail? I'm not buying it. Oh, epic. Oh, I love huge mechs, dude. Come on. We need another Metal Gear.
Proceeding as planned, sir.
Backflip. No, he's just showing off. Great setup.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
So he's working for the president. They did establish that at the end of Metal Gear Solid 1. And that's it. Game over. No, this is just the intro. It's like part 1. We are going to cap it right there because the next part is the plant. I remember initially they give you the option to start on the tanker or the plant. We are just finishing up that tanker mission. That is done. And so come on back for the next episode. We'll start on that. We'll start on the plant with a few surprises, no less. Okay? All right. See you then.